it's Josh here at Castlake. I have a cool project that we're fixing to start. This guy, his name is Patrick. He's actually our banker with Bank of Dudley. Need a good banker, hit him up. Great guy. So, this is actually a fish cooker. And one of his relatives, they used a lot when he was growing up, and basically don't work anymore. It's old and it's kind of rusted on the inside. It's broke here. The welds are broke on this end. Has some jets or gas jets that are clogged up. So basically, he wanted us to take this and redesign it and make it new. And how we do that is with a software, and this is Autodesk Fusion 360, and we take basically a real life and we measure everything out panel by panel, and we take every measurement and we put it into the software. So let's just jump straight into the software and I can kind of show you exactly what we do. We got our tubings on the side, we got everything profiled out. Now we're working on our sheet metal panels right here. So these are going to be, I believe they were like 6 inches by 1 inch edge. Now we got those in there. Now we're working on our center gas line. That's going to be our 2x2 pieces in the center, dropping those in. Now we're making the jet hole in the center of those. So all those are now split. Now we're working on our outside panels, splitting those bodies with the outside tubing. Now we are working on the angle iron that's going to be sitting on top. Instead of them stacking on one another, we're going to do 45s on the ends, so we're going to drop those in. Now we're going to clean up our edges to make sure it's a true 45 and nothing's... Alright, there's our hole for our CNC. So each panel is going to be CNC, and our structural tubing, which is 1x1, I think that's 1x1 angle, all that will be welded up and erected just like it is in the model. Alright guys, so we just got through designing this fish cooker for Patrick and everything looks good. And so in the process, our next process would be doing a cut sheet. That could be CNC files, that could be just stock, metal stock, it could be anything like that has to do with cutting. That's our next process. So what we'll do is we'll come in here. These are 12 inches, 1x1 square tubing, 16, 14 gauge. I quite don't know. Probably we're going to go with probably 16 or 14 gauge on those, just to give it a little bit more strength. I think those are like 18 gauge. So we're going to cut 12 of those, so we'll have those sitting aside. These panels will be CNC cut, the bend panels on the outside. And then these are 2x2. We're going to do these 2x2 square tubing at 3 inches, and then the same thing with that one bar. So we'll just have all these cuts laid out, and then we will erect it, assemble it, and fit it up, and then we'll tack it up. And then our next step will be welding the part together. And after that, we will install the jets and all the gas lines to ensure that everything is right. We will test it and make sure that it works like it should. There's no gas leaks or anything like that. So that's it. That's pretty much it. This is a very basic and easy design to kind of understand our process of making something. And this will be here forever. And once we generate the cut files, those will be on a file. So basically, if somebody says, "Hey, I want one of those," all right, we say, "Boom, boom, 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 wrecked it. Here you go." Same thing over. And if you really wanted to make it faster, this is kind of going into manufacturing things. We would build jigs. We would build jigs, so these things would just basically fall in where they are. You would clamp them down, and then you would tack them up, and then weld them. And it'd be very, very fast. So that's where you get your speed into doing volume. So that's kind of like our future of things. That's kind of like where our goal, and that's kind of tailored to the off-road market. I know I'm kind of going off of this into the off-road market. This is kind of like a way to understand it with the tubes and like the A-arms and roll cages and all that stuff. Everything's going to be generated into Autodesk, so that it's there forever. Somebody says, "Oh, I want this here, or I want that there, or if I want a handle here, or if I want 3 jets and I want it 36 inches instead of 18 inches, we'll just modify the file and make it, you know, fit their needs. And that's kind of like where we're going. That's the whole plan with Cass Lake Metal. Cass Lake Off-Road Power Sports is going to be its own thing, and then Cass Lake Metal will eventually be its own thing. It still is, but it's just kind of on one ground. So, but anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. If you like this video, I appreciate y'all sharing it. It takes a lot of time out of my day to do this kind of stuff instead of just jumping in the computer and getting it done and moving forward. I just want to kind of let people know what we're doing and what we can do and what do we do. So thank y'all again, and y'all have a great night. Thanks.